Cryptillions and crypto crackheads. Today is still, I just got done recording the other video, Monday, April 12th, 2021, and you're about to get your second dose of Timification. You're about ready to get Timified. All right, new viewers, my channel helps new folks be confident when they click buy and to take profits like a boss, as opposed to getting you bullish about something based off white papers or interviewing people, which is all fine, but that doesn't help you determine when to buy or when to sell, and it doesn't help you understand that buying and praying Omi or Cardano is among the worst ways to build wealth in this crypto bull run. Among the worst. So my channel helps you change your life during a crypto bull run because no other YouTube channel is really going to help you out with that because the only trading ones are typically geared towards, full day trader type of stuff. And it's mostly Bitcoin focused. So this will focus on small altcoins where a lot of the real money is made. And so here we go. Make myself small. All right. I don't have a lot of time. I got T-ball practice. This is my 6th year coaching T-ball. But I wanted to go over one thing today here. So a lot of you know I got MTV at under 2 million cap, right? And currently it's above 20 million. It might be above like 25 million cap. So I've easily 10x'd it. And it's gone on a very, very insane run, right? Just insane. And I kind of think and so I've been thinking that 1 penny not only is a psychological number, but it lines up with the highest closings and or openings of any weekly candle. And so I had, even though I planned to hodl this until December, January, I was thinking about selling 10 to 20% of my bags around here so I could buy it back lower. Let me show you a play I've recently done. I canceled those limit sells at a penny and I put them right at 1.2 pennies, and here's why. And so when I give you, a heads up of what I'm going to do, you need to add into your own analysis. And this is what I did. I just didn't, I think it was like 1 a.m. in the morning. So I wasn't able to do videos on it and tell everybody, right? But when I went to the 4 hour and once MTV was getting close to the line about here before this big candle, all I did was I looked at the 4 hour RSI. So it's about right here. And I realized, wait, it is not stuck under, or it hasn't even gone below its moving average once. And typically, even after it goes below a moving average, it'll typically make a higher high after that, right? Look, it goes below, makes a higher high, but it's bearish divergence. It'll typically make another higher high after that. And so I said to myself, it's not going to stop at a penny. So what I did was I went to the weekly and I looked left and thought, okay, well, if it's not going to stop there, where the hell is it going to stop? And I said, okay, well, you have a couple wicks here. Maybe it'll stop at this one. That's the very, very top because I'm not counting that one yet. That one will come in play soon, but not yet. It's just gone too high, too fast, even though it could race up to here. It really could, but I don't see it doubling from this point. It's already done like 12x. I don't think it's going to do 24x in total. Anyway, so I thought, well, maybe it'll play that wick. And I said, well, what happens if it comes up shy? It only busts through a little bit, right? Because I just canceled all my limit sells, and I really wanted to sell some to catch a retrace, and then perhaps buy other assets that are getting ready to pop, as this one takes 2 to 3 weeks to correct, or whatever, or longer actually. It might take 6 weeks. And so I said to myself, well, okay, I'll go aggressive at it. I will sell an equal distribution just under this line, so 1.25 cents. Down to a little tiny bit past this wick, like the top of the wick. So I will sell between that range right there. And so I sold 10% of my MTV holdings, which are not small anymore in terms of dollar value because it's gone up so much. And that's where I sold. I sold a tiny bit too low, but you can't sell tops. I was damn close to selling it though. And so that was my play. So whenever you hear me say something about a top or, a clear resistance line, if that 4 hour RSI or even the 2 hour or whatever, but I typically like the 4 hour, if it hasn't even if it's staying strong above its EMA and it's in the green territory, so it's above this dotted green line, which means newer highs will be made on that time frame, you probably want to cancel those limit sells unless you're going for a quick in and out. You're like 100 bagging that coin. All you're doing is trying to double your money really quickly to put it back into MTV or to put it back into BEPRO. Okay, then I wouldn't mess with changing my lines there. But if on the coins you're trying to accumulate and you want to sell 10% of it, I would suggest, looking at the 4-hour RSI and trying to gauge for yourself. All right. And so that was my play. Now, where did I put it? Okay, before I say this, just realize I did this several hours ago. So these coins I go over, they might not be a great time to buy right now. But as I said in my last video, I tried to buy as many 4-hour 200 EMA lines as I could. And I think all but one was that. No, I think all but two. So I split my money of my 10 bag selling. I split it into like 6 different coins, right? Because I think Bitcoin might drop. I don't want to just put in 1 or 2 because if that drops, I'm not doing anything. So I spread out my risk as much as possible with this bag of 10%, which is not tiny anymore. And so I bought like 6 different coins. Oh, I guess I do have the 200 on there. Okay, good. Yeah. And so I actually think BEPRO was one of them. It's just under the 200, but on the daily, it's making higher lows. So I kind of mixture of both. It's making very clear higher lows. It's supported by a couple trend lines. This trend line here, it passed that trend line, so it's probably going to go touch this green line like I said it would a month ago. And no one believed me. Anyway, so I really think that this is not a horrible time to buy still. So I went in when it was wicked just past below. So I split a portion right there. And am I trying to sell this at the top? Hell no. I'm just going to try to sell, some of it a quick flip there, some of it quick flip there, and maybe a little bit in between so I can grow this money a little bit. That's, 1.5. So average of that's over 1.5 times my money as MTV is going down and sideways, which is not up at all. So that's a portion of it. I bought some of that. I think I got, even though I hodl West, that's one of my hodlish coins, I bought the bottom of this. So this is another one I didn't buy the 4-hour. I think these are the two that were not the 4-hour 200 EMA. So I bought the bottom of the range on West. I did not add to my hodl position. I'm specifically keeping that in my trading account of my KuCoin so that I remember to sell it and get more MTV once it sells up. So I think I'm trying to sell this just like up to here, which is about just under 1.5 times my money, but that's still growing it as MTV goes sideways and or down. That was my play there. I think I got was it credits? Yes, it was. Look, the 200 EMA on the 4-hour. So I'm on the 4-hour chart. I bought this right as it was wicking below it. What else did I get? There was like 6 different freaking coins. I don't think I used Toko for that purpose now. That's way above. Well, there were more. Come on, Tim. AXPR. Why don't I have that on there? Here. Did I buy it here? It looks like no. But I bought multiple coins. Oh, DAPT was another. So this is number 5. So it was close enough to its 200 EMA that I saw, well, it looks like it's making higher lows. And I went ahead and bought it, kind of like in my last video, using the 4-hour RSI once again. It's clearly staying above. It's pulling out of the, it looks like it filled up its gas tank first. It's pulling out of the gas station, staying above its moving average. That means it's not going to test, it's very likely not, as it makes this higher low, it's very likely not going to come down and test this one more time because it already filled up on its gas and it's pulling out of the gas station after a healthy fill up, right? Or at least half tank. So it looks ready to go. So I said, I'm not going to try to buy this. I'm going to buy this higher low. I think it's going to stay a higher low. And guess what? Like, even though I haven't sold it yet, but I could have for 1.6 my money and I could have been buying MTV right now, but I'm going for double my money on this. I think it's going to break above that. I think this is ready to go, but it's much higher from where I bought it. So is this a great time to buy? Probably not, because it's very possible that it comes down all the way down to this trend line from here. But since I bought it so close to that trend line, the risk reward is very good for me. So that's another one that I put my 20 bag from MTV in. OLT was one. Yeah, I bought the bottom of the range of OLT. yeah, so I saw OLT, even though it's gone down slightly more. I bought that wick. It was coming down to about, I bought it about, I was thinking it would stop about here. So but it looks like it's going to play its twice, so I should have just kept with all that. But I tried to play what I thought would form a bottom of the range, and it very well could. This could end up being a wick or the only candle that goes below it. So I bought a little bit of OLT, not to add to my long-term position of OLT, but to utilize it, like a tool to grow it while MTV is going down and sideways. So I think those are the 6 that I essentially did an even distribution across those 6. Actually, I might have done no, you know what? I did slightly heavier towards one of them, and it wasn't DAPPT, unfortunately. Was it credits? It might have been credits. Hold on. No, it was this. Okay. Yeah, maybe I spread it out across like 10 coins. So I bought because I remember I bought the 4, or maybe I just hodled it there. No, I think I just bought this at their CPC to buy it. So it looks like it's getting ready to touch it again. And since the 4-hour RSI is not above, right? It hasn't had a healthy fill up. 1, it's not above its moving average. 2, it's not pulling out of the gas station. 3, that's why I'm pretty sure this will not form a higher low using the RSI. That's probably not going to end up being a higher low. The chances of it right now are way less than 50%. Chances are it's going to come back down and retest this a few times. So if you want to get into that, then I mean that may or may not be a good financial decision. That's up to you, because I'm neither a financial advisor nor do I provide financial advice. I think I chopped that sentence very grammatically incorrectly, but anyway, so I'm not a financial advisor and I don't offer financial advice. All right, so was it CS? It was credits. Yeah, it was credits. I went more heavily into credits. So instead of an equal distribution, I did slightly heavier here, not a ton, not like half credits and the rest spread out across those 6 coins, but yeah, I bought a lot of this. And this is one of the bigger cap coins among that I follow. I think it's like at 28 million, 30 million. But yeah, since I saw it already retested twice, I think I bought it at this 3rd retest here. One of those 2 candles. And so that was my play. So it was mostly the 4-hour 200 EMA. I bought one higher low and I bought one bottom of the range, because what I'm anticipating MTV to be doing, and this is how you grow your wealth. This is why buying and praying sucks for you new viewers. I'm showing you mathematical reasons why, right? If you like Phantom, you know how long Phantom has gone sideways? And you could have been growing it and just like not having it go sideways. I mean, look at this crap. Why have your money stuck here and going down for 46 days? This is why buying and praying sucks. Cardano, how many days has it been going sideways? 45 days. Why not be growing your wealth for 45 days before you jump back into your hype coin that you like? Even though Phantom's not a hype coin. It, like I've said in previous videos, it earned its title. Cardano hasn't. OMI has not. Even though OMI actually has more legitimacy than Cardano, because it's got real crap, and kids in school are actually trading NFTs on their phone. So OMI is way more legitimate than Cardano. I mean, as much as I bash on OMI, folks, I mean, it's got a real freaking product. So I just think that it's gotten a little too much hype, and perhaps it's overpriced. But it's legit. I mean, yeah, is the hype legit? Maybe not in terms of real world value, but Cardano it doesn't deserve anything. It doesn't even deserve a snack. Like, go to bed hungry, you horrible child, Cardano. Jeez. All right, anyway, yeah, gosh, Cardano holders, why are you doing this to yourself? So, but even if you like Cardano, I'm kind of proving my point. Why have your money go sideways? Be growing it. So this was kind of what I think MTV might do, but not that long, but maybe that long. And because it's gone on such an impressive run. So I'm going to try to double my money and then come back to MTV. And if it's not proven that it looks like it's going to go up to the next level, I'm going to maybe use half of what I've doubled and buy it, and then use the other half to try to double it again to buy more MTV, especially if Bitcoin's going up. If Bitcoin starts falling, I'll probably just move it into Tether once it sells and wait for the whole market to go up. But that's kind of my play right now, just so you all know what's happening. So, I feel comfortable putting this on YouTube because most of the stuff I got are not actively in play, even though a couple of them were. So, which means I'll probably have to post some of that to Patreon first. And I'll probably have to delay. I'll have to delay this to YouTube. Yeah. But because a few of them were in play. So anyway, but that's my Patreon community. The link's down there. But I do not suggest you join until you've watched all my library videos and at least 5 other of my videos on ×2 speed, new viewers. Like, just because the community's gotten to a point where, just asking about review this coin and not understanding, basic things that the whole community understands. Like, that's kind of my test to you. Yeah, I need you to watch. If you want to join that, I strongly consider at least anything above Cryptillion. If you join my lowest tier, then okay, that's kind of cool. And that's a good learning place too. So you can see the value of it before you consider other tiers that are much more costly. But if you're trying to, jump right into VIP, I need you, please, honor system for now, but soon I'm actually probably going to have a test. Because I got to limit that group, and it's just going like crazy right now. Please watch all my library videos, if I could say that word. Not like I'm drunk or anything. It sure sounded like library videos, and watch at least my previous 5 videos. Okay, 5+ library ×2 speed, or if your English isn't native, 1.5 times speed. And please do that before you consider anything above the Cryptillion or the lowest tier in my Patreon. But that's my current play. So sorry, I'm gonna delay upload this to YouTube, but there were some active plays, so I gotta give my Patreon community several hours a heads up. So this won't be released until Europe is awake. Or Great Britain. So, but anyway, that's all I got for you. I got to keep it short. I got T-ball practice, and you just got Timified. We'll see you next time.